Warning, this video contains rumors, speculation, strong opinions,
Welcome to Geeks and Gamers Entertainment, where we're making geeks and gamers great again. Don't settle for any below average geeks and gamers. And I'm doing these geeks and gamers news lately, but I want to do something positive each day. Something that now this is rumors, but I like talking about rumors, and I can't think of anything better than this rumor. It's one of the best that I've heard out there. It's been rumored for a while. I think it may have been an April's Fool's joke in the past, but there is a recent article by websites that like to report on this that Universal is reportedly looking at Jason Momoa. Now, I'm not sure if this is true or not, but we're going to cover the article anyway because it's something positive to look forward to. And it's like a no-brainer. It's like, yes, please. Everyone, I'm sure if you're watching this video, comment below if you think Jason Momoa as Kratos is a slam dunk. I can't think of anyone better for the role. Anyone better. It just makes so much sense. Here's some art I found as how he would look as Kratos. Amazing. I think now is the time. The other thing I'd like to talk about with my movie friends is how the time for video game movies is now. Yes, there have been video game movies in the past, but with so many failures, they're finally on a streak. Now is the time to develop these game properties. And the other thing that would benefit this particular project is it's just as popular now as it has been with the last PS4 game. Some franchises are still relevant, like Uncharted is a relevant series. Tomb Raider is a relevant series, and it's already had one movie. Alicia Vikander was set to come back before the Bud Light pandemic. We'll see if that still happens. But God of War is just as popular as it ever has been. And Jason Momoa is too. And I think he would go for this role 100% if he's given the opportunity. And at the end of this video, stay tuned to the end. I will give you another casting that I think is a slam dunk for Momoa. I love the guy. I've been a fan of him since Stargate Atlantis. I don't think his acting ability is that great, but he embraces each role with enthusiasm, and fans love him. He brings in the box office. He's getting there at least. He's not to Rock levels, but I think a few more roles and he will be. I should have looked up if Aquaman 2. Now here's a website I've never heard of. TriniKid.com. Okay, let's read an article. Momoa to play Kratos in God of War movie. After years of being in production, it seems like the cinematic adaptation of one of the hottest video game characters or series of all time has finally found its lead actor to play Kratos in the form of Aquaman star Jason Momoa. This was an article on April 12th. There is a potential God of War movie reportedly in the works, and Universal Studios was given the right to make it. And now word on the street from the lips of We Got This Covered suggests that the studio is interested in casting Jason Momoa, Aquaman, Game of Thrones, to play the titular character. Especially after the success of Aquaman. No one was expecting it to get to $1 billion worldwide. He is a bona fide star now. He brings in the box office. For as long as we can remember, video game-based movies have never looked at this compelling genre. But that all changed in 2016 upon the release of live-action version of the 2004 smash hit Warcraft. It's a shame that movie. I'll give you this to look at while I'm reading the article. It's a shame that movie did not do well because I think it was a pretty good movie. I think a sequel would have really blown it out of the park. Sure, there were a few creative decisions that seemed out of place, but the faithful audience was genuinely interested in it. Then came Detective Pikachu, which bested the box office record set by Warcraft in 2019, followed by Sonic the Hedgehog that generated over $300 million at the worldwide box office. It's a start, but at least video game based movies are now starting to find some light in the Hollywood universe. Let me see here. I'll just continue reading the article. You looking at my icon here. We certainly hope that this is the case, considering one of the most popular titles is getting a cinematic makeover soon. We're talking about the legendary hack and slash action adventure PlayStation game called God of War from Sony Santa Monica Studio. Now, there's the really interesting part is at the end of this article, which I'll get to, which I'm really excited for. And I know these sites, but I really hope it's true. According to We Got This Covered sources, the very same source that broke the news on Han making a comeback in the Fast and Furious franchise, and that Jake Johnson would return in Jurassic World 3, which have both been confirmed since then. Now, those are not hard guesses, so I don't think you need a source to source that article. Universal Studios is reportedly probing around Jason Momoa to play the main lead of Kratos for the God of War movie. There have been no official word on whether the actor himself had any interactions with the studio. Okay. A production document that the website received appears to confirm that Universal is indeed keen on having him for the role. Yes, it would be strange, if not awkward, to have the tall, dark, and handsome Aquaman star shave off those luscious locks in order to capture the authenticity, bald head of the character Kratos. Momoa definitely has the physique and a legitimate action hero streak for the part. I just rewatched Aquaman, and the action in there is amazing. He could definitely pull it off. He could be in most of the action sequences without the stunt double. All right. Let me see. Okay. And also another birdie told We Got This Covered that Universal is potentially eyeing Dave Bautista for the role antagonist Ares. Now that would be amazing. Momoa, I might have to change the thumbnail. Momoa and Bautista in the same movie. This news appears to indicate the film will be based on the first God of War title in the series that was released back in 2005. For those who have kept up, Ares is apparently the one who put Kratos on his path of vengeance and destruction after he tricked the troubled protagonist in slaughtering his wife and daughter. The only way Hollywood could do this justice to the series if they adapted each film to each game, but that remains to be seen for later. Now, is this baloney? Is it baloney? It very well could be, but come on, look at that picture. Amazing. And Dave Bautista as Ares, those two together, huge box. What's also interesting is that if you remember when they were first casting Guardians of the Galaxy, Bautista and Momoa were up for the role of Drax the Destroyer. Very happy it turned out the way it has. They both earned their roles. I cannot imagine Jason Momoa as Drax. I see him as Aquaman now. And I cannot see anyone else but Dave Bautista playing Drax. So good on them. But man, for a team up movie, that would pull in the big box office. Now, is it going to, if they do move forward, will it be a feature film or would a series be better? That's what I want to hear from you. I think it actually would serve better as a movie franchise. I think it would be an amazing movie franchise. And the games, there's enough to cover there as a template for each film. To get 3 strong movies out of that just based on the PS2 games. So here's the other casting that I think he is a slam dunk for, and I really hope that he's considered for. Now he's been rumored for actually Wolverine, but I think he fits Sabertooth so much better. I found this image of Keanu as Wolverine. He's not my pick because I just see Keanu too much. But as Sabertooth, That's another role that I think he would be such a huge presence for, especially if they get a smaller actor for Wolverine. What an epic fight sequence, and what something to look forward to the MCU. Can he play in the MCU and the DC movie universe as Aquaman DC and Sabertooth in the MCU? I think it's very possible, especially when you're paying a villain in one franchise and a hero in the other. So that's my thoughts. And I also comment below, what is a better pick for you, Kratos or Sabertooth? And because it's from We Got This Covered and that other website, do you think this is legit? Do you think it'll happen? Give me your thoughts and join us on Nerd Report Live Eastern Time at midnight, Monday through Friday. I'm planning on bringing this topic there tonight. See you later.